Welcome to Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. The SEC on CSS as tonight the UT-Arlington Mavericks take on the number 4 Kentucky Wildcats in the Bill Keightley Classic.
Together, developing that team chemistry, and then also their perimeter play. The inside players have been playing very well. Sometimes the outside players have been struggling.
Aaron Harrison with the left hand sinks the basket. McClanahan on the drive had his shot stuffed by Lee.
You see Aaron Harrison with the left hand kind of off balance, still enough control to get it in. And then McClanahan on the other end going with a scoop, but Marcus Lee says no. Averaging 17 and double-digit rebounds as well.
Inside to Lee, and Lee's got a block in the basket, so a much better start for Marcus Lee tonight.
Under your belt, it helps you relax as you go into the game.
McClanahan, shot missed, Edwards missed the follow. Edwards had his shot changed. Young for 3, nailed it. Inside to Randle. Slipped out of his hands, got it back, falls down. Ball live for Young, nails another 3. So the hard work by James Young in practice the last 2 days apparently paying off.
Here for the Mavs.
He has scored at least 20 points in all 4 of their games. Marcus Lee inside. Marcus Lee having a fine game. 4 points, 3 blocks for the freshman.
Out by Marcus Lee, just catching the ball, gathering, seeing where the defense is. Gathered his strength, a little power dribble, left hand in the glass.
They jumped on Robert Morris very quickly in Sunday night's victory here at Rupp Arena. And James Young on fire. How about Young here tonight? Has hit all 3 of his shots, 4-4 at the line. He's got 13 points.
Yeah, best for them tonight, but I think in the long run, they want to get that experience against a real good team playing fast, because when they get in their tough Sun Belt conference, it'll be to their advantage.
Jakari Johnson inside with the basket. First bucket for him. 13-point lead for the Wildcats. Back the other way, Edwards has his shot blocked. That's the 4th block by the Wildcats tonight. Jabari Parker finished his game, scored 21 in Duke's victory over East Carolina. That game is already a final. Randle inside is fouled, and they'll count the basket.
Defenders just seem to kind of bounce off of him because he's so strong. You see going high for the pass, makes a little fake to the right, spins back to his left. Still enough power. Yeah, and the one word to describe him from his coach was effort. You know he's going to give effort every play. That time just a strong follow.
Lee inside the other way, got the layup. Game. Brandon Edwards hit a 3, and then later he had a jam. But Marcus Lee on the other end gets the layup. Dillard on the drive, shot rejected, dunk missed by Walker. Alley-oop, dunk not missed by Young.
Here you see just back and forth, get the ball to your point guard. The defense commits, he throws it up high, and Young knows what.
Tournament. They've been to 1 NCAA. That was the aforementioned 2008 tournament when they played John Calipari and the Memphis Tigers. And Harrison hits the basket.
Yeah, nice setup coming out of the timeout by John Calipari.
Walker the miss. Kentucky the rebound. Wildcats want to run ahead to Young. Man open underneath is Randle, and he finishes.
A real good look by James Young. Could have spotted up, taking that 3. Picks for their perimeter players, and then see what they have. Here's the last play where Kentucky throws the ball ahead. Looked like Young was going to take that shot, but instead saw Julius Randle wide open underneath. Hashtag two in.
Bilbao lost the dribble. And Young with the left hand in the miss, and Randle the follow.
It just shows his strength right there. He tried to actually dunk that, got it caught in the rim, but still strong enough to get it to go in.
Iron Willie Cauley-Stein the rebound, and ahead to Harrison. Dominic Hawkins. And Cauley-Stein with the jam. 8-0 run, Kentucky. Nice feed and nice finish by Marcus Lee. Assist to Andrew Harrison. And a timeout called by UTA.
Fake like he was going to shoot, kind of froze the defense, and Largison, the big man down low, got caught. First Dominic Wilkins on the miss, Willie Cauley-Stein with a 2-handed slam, and there you see the tail end of Lee finishing off that excellent pass by
Randle Randle misses the three. Ball knocked away, and Cauley-Stein puts it in. James Young, the steal, poked it away from McIlvain, and Cauley-Stein dunked it home.
James Young actually got the deflection to Willie Cauley-Stein. He likes to play 7 or 8, and that's kind of what he's gone to here as the season started.
Followed by Randle, so it turns into a three-point play for Kentucky. I think, Kyle, that it's just baby steps, that this team has so much that it needs to learn that maybe that comes along later.
Yeah, I think that's a real good point. That's probably why they're not, because they have shown a little bit of press as Scott Cross wants to call timeout after this quick Kentucky run to start the second half.
Harrison gets the layup, so a quick start here. 7 points for Kentucky right off the bat, and a 16-point lead for the Wildcats. Back iron, Young the rebound. Andrew Harrison knocks down the three.
The Mavericks really started packing that zone in because
Young starts the second half the way he started the game by knocking down a three. That's his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And they got here in the second half. You see that last shot. Young just getting his balance, stepping into the shot, and holding that foul through.
Cauley-Stein, baseline jumper, nothing but net. Kentucky had pushed the lead to nearly 20. UTA comes up with a steal, lost it right back. Jam time.
Wildcats got a break there because Andrew Harrison was a little bit careless, almost had the steal for the Mavs, but again, a lot of times rebounding the basketball. You talk about running the floor, rebounding, sometimes just a matter of effort going after the ball.
Another block shot for Kentucky. Young fouled on his way to the basket, gets the basket, and he'll go to the line for the Wildcats.
That forced the offensive player right down the middle. And the length of the Kentucky Wildcats, that block then leads the basket on the other end. Every time you see that transition, a good defensive play leading to points on the other end. James Young just uses
the ball. Young got caught in no man's land, didn't know whether to pass or shoot, and then banked it in.
When in doubt, shoot.
Off the top of the backboard, Randle comes away with it. Harrison right back up with it. Johnson with the basket. Since playing at the NBA tonight was a big night for him, going up against future NBA players. Wanted to see what he could show to the scouts as Cauley-Stein hooks it in. Harrison battled 2 Mavericks for the ball and won it. Randle puts it on the floor, takes it to the glass, gets the basket, was fouled, and he'll go to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Perfect example of the skills of Jill Post. Moves it to the right-handed dribble, a little sidestep, and then feels the defensive pressure and actually shoots the ball with the offhand, the right hand, soft enough to be able to get it to go down. There's that 10th rebound we were talking about.
And Young with the three-pointer. 26 now for Young, 5 three-pointers. Appreciate that kid's game. Inside Randle. And of course you appreciate that too. That was a nice pass. Cauley-Stein with his 12th point.
Yeah, real nice possession that time by Andrew Harrison. Though. He's known in the past more for the defense and rebounding, but as you see, starting to create a little bit of offensive abilities.
Young. Johnson the rebound. Missed the putback. Stays with it. Got the second shot to fall. McClanahan shot blocked out of bounds by Poitras.
And again, you see why Kentucky is a ball defense. So the man this time that's on the ball block shot, but also secondary defenders. You see Mark pounding second chance points here in the second half. They had 3 at halftime, 25 here in the second half. We talked about we thought the emphasis would be to go inside, and Dakari Johnson again from the inside scoring. Last basket by Dakari Johnson. Again, we say he's a much better back to the basket player than Kentucky's had in a while. He's using that.
Andrew Harrison left open for the three and makes him pay for it.
Yeah, and I see that opened up because of what we talked about earlier. The
CSS. Hawkins with the three-pointer. Ball to 2 and 3, 0 and 2 on the road, and they'll play at Robert Morris on Thursday night. Kyle, your thoughts here as we wrap this up. Kentucky, we started the show by asking, what do we know after 11 games? After 11 days, now what do we know after 5 games?
You know, I think Coach Cal is going to like this game. The fact that it wasn't just a blowout from the start. He got a chance to see what his team does when it's a close game at halftime, only 9 points down. So I think he'll be pleased with this, the way they responded.